following training is sponsored by the Neoga Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. Good to see everyone today, and I would like to talk about reluctant readers today. I have been concentrating a lot on large print books the past few videos, and what I want to talk about today is a way that ebooks and audiobooks can help print books, and they can really enhance the readability of a book for especially reluctant readers. I wish I had figured this out a while ago, because in my family there are several reluctant readers, and I was shocked because one of them actually got through the entire Hunger Games series, and that was a very proud moment. Let me tell you what I wished I had known before, how you can help your reluctant reader. First off, of course, I'm pointing to this and I'm talking about this. This is obviously a paper book. It is a paper book in one of Susan Collins' Hunger Games series. It's actually the middle one. It's called Catching Fire. What I would suggest to you is if you're a reader like me, I would look at a book like this and I would worry that I would have enough to read in a few hours, depending on what's going on. Yeah, a reluctant reader looks at this and goes, they're the first ones to ask, how many pages is it and how many words? And a reluctant reader too will look at the way the words are spaced on the page, and this is very, very daunting. What you can do with a reluctant reader, or one of the things you can do with a reluctant reader, is certainly get the paper book. Some people like the paper books. They like to be able to actually touch things and literally fidget with pages and things like that while they're reading. That is okay. What you can do is you can get the book in paper, and you can also get the audiobook format, and you can get that right away, which is why we're looking here on the catalog. So I am going to go right to our catalog. I went right to neoga.org, and right here is our search field. So I'm going to click once in there just to make sure I have my cursor, and no capitalization, that doesn't matter. I'm going to put the title right in, Catching Fire. Once the page loads, I'm going to be looking for two specific things. First of all, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. Right here, the second one is actually the paper book, one of the types of books that I'm holding here. I can click on the title and see which library in our system has it. And what I'm going to do is scroll down, and I see that there is a ton of copies available. And I can see if they're available because it literally says YA, that is young adult fiction, if it's available. If it's actually checked out, like here at Bergen or here at Lewiston or Lockport, hi everybody, your books are checked out, that's okay. It literally says checked out. Batavia, hi, has 2 copies available. And of course, I have a copy here. That's great. You can travel to the libraries right away if you want a copy. You can call them and ask them and say, hey, can you hold that for pickup for me? I'm gonna come in today and get it. Or you can certainly place a hold and get it in to your local library in the delivery if your local library doesn't have it. That's the paper version. Let me set that aside. And what I'm going to do now is back up. So I'm going to use the back button on the browser. I'm going to go and scroll back down through the results. And what I'm looking for is actually right here. This is Catching Fire. This is an e-audiobook. What that means is it's the electronic format. So I can get the regular MP3 format, or I can do what's called an overdrive listen, which I will explain. If I really like, I can actually go and look for something called a playaway as well. If you want to get a playaway, and this is an example of a playaway, it's not the right book, but it's a device that has a headphone attachment and buttons that you can play and listen to the book of your choosing. This is a physical device, like a physical book. It would have to be requested in the delivery. But it keeps where you are, the same chapter and the word where you left off. So if you stop the book or you pause it, once you play it again, it picks up right where you left off. And you can listen to an entire book. This headphone jack is also an auxiliary jack, so if you had something in your car and you wanted to play it, you could certainly use this and listen to books in your car. This is a physical audio book, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually load and maybe start to listen to the ebook, not the physical book, but the ebook. Backing up, we have Catching Fire. It says e-audiobook. It is the MP3 or overdrive listen, and the availability right here, it says that there's one available. So I'm going to download it on my card. Once I click download, I'll be prompted to log in with my library card number and its PIN, and we'll be right back. Once I log in, I have two checkout options. I can either download an MP3 file format, or I can use the overdrive listen. I'm going to try the overdrive listen, so I'm going to check that box. I keep calling them boxes. I'm going to click that button. It's a radio button, and I'm going to click checkout. As soon as I click checkout, I'm redirected to a brand new tab in my browser, and this is actually streaming online. So I can actually go ahead and with these controls here, I can play, I can go forward a few seconds, I can go backwards a few seconds. So let's hear what it has to say. So it just starts with some dramatic music, and then it would start with a reading of the book. Now, the cool thing about the reading of the book is that your reluctant reader can actually go ahead and open the book and have the physical book with them. They can go ahead and they can fiddle with the pages, and they can follow along while it's being read, and they can actually hear it. I think this is a fantastic way to get people interested in reading, and it's a great way too for someone who might look at something like this and go, wow, that's a lot of reading. This is a great way to say, hey, it's not so bad, and it's a lot of help, and it can be a lot of fun. If you have any other ideas for videos or things, let me know, and I hope this was useful, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.